Is the law of attraction real? How do you apply it? I don't know about that, but one thing I will say, visualization is incredibly important. Very, very important. And this was a huge edge that I had in business that I've never really talked about. And I think it's worth going into here. I don't want to get off on too much of a tangent, but in fact, I don't think I've ever talked about it on one of my videos or a live stream. But when I was growing up, I played a lot of golf, and I became extremely competitive in the game. And one of the keys that I learned in golf is before you hit a shot, you've got to stand behind the ball, you've got to look at the pin or look at the fairway, and you've got to visualize the shot before you hit it. You've got to be able to see yourself hitting this shot. You got to be able to see the flight of the ball. You've got to be able to see the positive outcome that you want. If you can't see it in your mind, very difficult for your body to perform. I think there was a quote, I'm sure I'm butchering it, but it's something to the effect that the mind or the body cannot perform what the mind can't conceptualize. So, and I think that is very, very true. So when I got into business, I would use the same tactics because I thought, well, if it works in golf, it's got to be applicable here. So if I was trying to close a big client, let's say when I had my consulting business, before I went into the meeting, I would take like 5 minutes and I'd just lock myself in a dark like printer room or something, or the bathroom. And I would sit there and I would visualize what I wanted to say. I would visualize them, talking, them asking me questions, me having my rebuttals. Then I would visualize, us shaking hands on the deal and it coming to fruition. And I'm telling you, it was just a game changer. And when I would train employees, whether it was salespeople or even telemarketers, I would have them do the exact same thing. I'd have them start to visualize. So again, I don't want to go off on too much of a tangent here, but it's a great question. I don't know that the law of attraction is real. I haven't read too much about it, but what I can say along those lines is being able to visualize an outcome is incredibly important. And that's in everyday life, whether you're trying to, let's say you're trying to date some gal or some guy or something, you've got to be able to visualize it actually happening. If you're trying to lose weight, you've got to be able to visualize it. If you're trying to get rich, you've got to be able to visualize yourself as having that lifestyle. And then that's kind of what allows you to, it changes your thinking and it changes your brain to start thinking ways to achieve that objective. And I think that's where it's most important.